Alright, there's my first live. Great. First live in a long time, anyway. Hello, everybody. This is a virtual coffee break. We're going to go for around a half hour, probably. Unless I get distracted. I am working, so I might get distracted. But, yeah, good morning, everybody. This is Friday. It's Friday. That's great. Fridays are good days if you have the weekend off. Then you get, to look forward to the rest of the day Friday and Saturday before dreading Sunday, where you might end up dreading the week coming up. My name's Adam. If you're watching, which nobody is, you'll know that, probably. I've been doing these virtual coffee breaks on YouTube for a little bit, and thought I'd bring one over here to my YouTube channel, which I have not added anything to in a bit. I have footage that I could put into something, but it's not very much, and that would make a really lame episode of Adventures with Adam. This is obviously not an adventure. This is me working. This is just me working and talking. I mean, why not? Talking to nobody. I'm good at talking to myself, and that's actually something, as a voice actor, I always see questions from people who want to get into voice acting. How do I get good at this? How do I get confident in talking? Well, one of the ways you do that is just to get used to talking to yourself. Because you think about it, in the end, it's yourself that you need to get comfortable with. You need to get comfortable on a mic. A lot of people, this was something that my friends and I found. We used to do these Adam and Jason shows, or Adventures with Adam and Jason, or whatever. We'd sit down, we'd record a show, and it was fun. It was fun, but we found that we talked just so much more real when that microphone was turned on, or if we didn't know the microphone was on. There was one time we didn't realize the thing was still going, and that was like the most real conversation we probably ever taped. And then we immediately taped over it. Because it exposed a vulnerability, there was like reality there. Not as much reality as I wish there had been. But yeah, you want to start getting good. You want to sound like a real person doing voice acting. You want to actually act, of course. But if you want to sound like a real person, you got to get comfortable talking around a microphone, or just talking in general. I see a lot of people put up, how am I? Am I doing well? What do you guys think? Well, it doesn't matter what they think. It matters what the casting director thinks, or what a possible agent might think. But these people, they're asking, how does this sound? What is this? Is this good? Does this sound real? They don't know. They don't know. And even more, they're asking their competition, how do I sound? Well, you sound like crap. I can do that. Let me work on it. And competition, I hate being competitive. I've never been a very competitive person, because, what's the point? I certainly wanted attention, but if somebody wasn't, and nobody was, that's the sad thing. There's just so few people, or I should say that, I wanted attention. I was dying for attention. I was acting out for attention, but I wasn't about to start competing with people to say I'm better. And I'm sure I probably did sometimes. I'm sure that's not entirely correct, but it wasn't a normal practice of mine, especially as I got older. What is the point? I mean, sure, maybe, just do well on your own, and eventually, hopefully people start noticing that. If you really want attention for how well you're doing, it's not anything. It's really not anything. I don't know. So, what was I talking about? I'm totally distracted by the work in front of me. Anyway, so yeah, I think just kind of lost my train of thought there. That's unfortunate. But you wanted attention. This is in growing up. Definitely wanted attention from certain people, not from everybody. Not from everybody, but from certain people. Yes. Yes. I was interested in, oh, this is a sad thing. I was interested in a lot of people. Females. Not males. Not that there's anything wrong with that, if that's your thing. But I was definitely interested in a lot of girls. And any one of them paying attention to me would have been great. Didn't happen. Not positive attention. But at the same time, there were a lot of girls asking me, wanted attention from me, and I didn't want to give it to them. If they liked me, I didn't like them. If I liked them, they really didn't like me. And that's an unfortunate thing, but it is the truth. That seems to be the truth in my life. Yeah. Anyway, so, or at least they hit it really well. I suppose I understand more than one of them would have liked more. I had no idea. Because I would have jumped on that opportunity to hold their hand a little tighter, hold them a little tighter. Had no idea. Had no idea. Anyway, that's unfortunate. Yeah. So what am I doing right now? I'm working on claims from all around the United States. This one I'm working on now. Oh, the one I was working on before this. Never mind. Seemed to have a whole lot of famous people in it. That was interesting. Pretty interesting. Names I recognized, and the area where they live I recognized too. Because as studying voice acting, I actually went over to that area quite a few times myself, so I knew the whereabouts, and I knew the names. I knew some of the names. They're not names that would probably ring a bell in most people's head, but I definitely recognized quite a few of them. That was it. That was an interesting. I don't even know what the case is about. I don't care. I don't care. What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. So we're going to do that. Okay, that's fine. And that's great. That's great. I'm going to say that a lot. Probably. Because I just did an episode on my YouTube channel. And, I mean, not YouTube. This is my YouTube channel. Just did an episode on my Facebook. And was saying that as well. A lot. Because I'd kind of run out of subjects to talk about. To people who knew me. Personally. Oh, yeah, that's okay. I see I have a viewer. I had a viewer. Now they're gone. That's unfortunate. Had a viewer for a second. Was going to ask them how their day was. You can feel free to chime in. Do I have a chat here? I don't know if I have a chat. I probably don't. I don't know. I've seen people do live shows before. And there's a chat. But I'm not seeing anything like that. Another thing I'm doing is we have a bunch of trainees, so I'm answering questions from them. They're pretty good. They're not doing a bad job. They have a lot of questions, but they seem to be handling the answers fairly well. I'm also grading their work. So, yeah. And it's not all their work. I'm grading work from other people as well. That's what I do. I write stories. Not my own. But this is okay. I get paid to be a writer. It's not bad. I write stories, not my own. I find errors and I fix them. Unless the person spelled something wrong, in which case I spell it wrong too. So that they can be judged later on, I suppose. That's not what that says. There we go. Oh my God, come on. Alright, so anyway, yeah, so I'm wondering what's going on with the people. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be, most recently, I would have loved to have been a Disney vlogger, just because it is like my favorite place to go in the world, pretty much. Because you get in there, the only care is getting places. It's a place where you can just forget all your troubles and forget all your cares. And that's not entirely true, because you see some of the prices are bad. However, you go out of the park into the area around the park, and you'll find that the prices in the park are pretty darn equal to what you find outside. As an example, I was there, so we went there, and then we left, and we had a plane to catch. We had to check out of our hotel, so everyone was hungry, and I went to the International House of Pancakes close by. This isn't the one right across from Disneyland. This is one down the street a bit. Because there's another one, and I went in there, and the order cost a lot. We could have saved money if we just ate in the park rather than wait until we came out and then ate. Also, it took more than an hour to get my food to me, so there was no time saving. There was no time saving there at all. And I should have expected that, because all the restaurants around that area are super duper busy. From other people who think the same thing, they're going to save time, they're going to save money if they just go outside the park. You won't, or you may not. And that's been my general. I mean, when I'm down there, I just eat in the park. Get there in the morning and really make it worth your money. You get there like the whole time they're open, so you can use all their utilities and crap for the price that you paid to get in. You bet. That is the way to do it. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's I would have loved to have been a Disneyland vlogger. I still hope to be. I have a lot of videos about Disneyland and the resorts and the attractions. I need to get a mirror. I would love to get a mirrorless camera to really get the dark rides filmed very well, because the GoPro ain't cutting it. GoPro ain't cutting it, and the cell phones are not cutting it for dark ride attractions. They just are not. But like a mirrorless camera certainly would. Those take very good low light video and photos. It suddenly got really quiet in here. Suddenly got really quiet in here. That's okay. That's okay. No problem with that. What else? What else is going on? Am I going to go back there sometime? I don't know if I'm going to go back there. I'll be there later this year. I don't think now is a good time to go, because there's just so much of that park closed down for refurbishment and remodeling. Ooh. Where'd it go? Okay. There's a question. Got to answer it. Very important. You have all your attention over there while they come up with the second part of their question. And they're not writing anything. That's nice. Okay. That was a paragraph. Okay, yeah. I believe in the long form of response. It'll eventually get to the right answer. Might take you a few sentences to get there, but it'll get you to the right answer in time. But there has to be an explanation of why that's the right answer. So that's not something my supervisor ever really agreed with. But she's on maternity leave, so she might watch this. Sorry, Nicole. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Just working today. We're just working here, and that's great. Work is great. This coffee, that's not bad. I don't. That's from Crave. That's bad. That's not bad. It's not bad. I had a very bad coffee earlier today that was mint. I like mint, but not in my coffee. It just doesn't fit there at all. It's very objectionable. Not good. Yeah, that's great. That's just fine. But this virtual coffee break is brought to you by a friend's suggestion. It's not turning out too well so far. It's getting the words out. It's getting good. It's getting great. What is this? Is there a name anywhere? It is. It's definitely not what they wrote out. There it is. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say. There we go. Better. Much better. All right. Okay. Anywho. So what else is going on? I'm also going to Las Vegas again. And I posted some videos on Las Vegas. I'm not like the hotel I stay at. It's a timeshare though, so the rooms are huge. The rooms are like 2-3 bedroom apartments. The rooms are really nice. But it's 4 miles out of town, so it's like you're not even there. I can't just walk out of the hotel and go do cool things. I gotta walk out of the hotel and either wait for a bus or drive a while and find parking and then go do stuff. And that just totally takes all the excitement out of it. I really can't stand where the hotel's located. But the hotel itself is very good. Except the check-in process where they just want to tuck your ear off. That's never any fun. In fact, last time we were checking in and they sit us down, and they do this at every one of the resorts. This is Wyndham, Worldmark Wyndham. And they sit you down and they try to convince you to take time out of your busy ass schedule that you're paying for because this is vacation time. Vacation time isn't cheap. Vacation time should not be just spent being upsold on some bullshit that you don't care about. But every time you check into a Worldmark by Wyndham Hotel. Yeah, that's what you get. You get sat down. They say you got to come to this meeting. We got to teach you how to use your points. No, I've been an owner for more than 10 years. I know how to use the damn points. I don't need your fucking help with that. So just leave me the fuck alone. But I was arguing with these people for over an hour. Over an hour. And the whole time they say it only takes an hour. No, it never takes an hour. It's like 4 hours or more. These damn presentations. They don't shut up. And they really don't like taking no for an answer. So I don't even go to them. But yeah, so to even get your key, um, you need to be, sit through one of these things where they're just trying to talk you into taking these damn meetings. And it is so frustrating. And now they're even calling my personal phone for that. I got a call from them yesterday, and I just went off on them. It's like, you know what? You badger me when I'm checking in. Now you're badgering me when I'm not even staying there. Leave me alone, because it's the same damn thing, but now it's online. No, it's not happening. I know how to use my points. I've done it a lot. Shit it. Shit it. If I want that information, I'll look it up myself. Let me make the first contact. Let me say, I don't know how to do these things. I need your guidance. But no, they don't let that happen. So anyway, check in there. Like I said, the rooms are beautiful. I actually have a few tours that I put up on my YouTube channel, buried in my videos someplace. And they're nice. They're nice rooms. They're always very nice rooms. The last room I stayed in Vegas was had a leak in the ceiling, unfortunately, and it pooled up on the kitchen counter, and actually went down onto the kitchen floor also, which I'm glad I noticed it, because I've slept on slippery hotel floors before, and it was not fun. But I noticed that when I reported it after we were checking out, and they said, yeah, we'll get someone up there. I'm sure they did. Because it was a bad leak. Oh, it was a really bad leak. And we weren't on the top floor. The leak was coming from the room above us. So if someone's staying in that room and using the bathroom or the sink or whatever, it's coming down. So. But otherwise, the rooms are great. One thing that I found questionable about them is that they call every place I've been into there. The one in Anaheim, the ones in Anaheim I've been to are good. I've been to the Dolphin Cove, and I've been to the tower, whatever the hell the tower is called. I prefer the tower. Dolphin Cove was obviously like an apartment community that was turned into a hotel, but it's still really old fashioned. And there's no elevator. And there's no washer and dryer in your room there either. It's the weirdest thing. I totally expected it to be, but nope. And I didn't like the one I stayed in Hawaii. That was just a regular hotel room. But since it's a timeshare, you don't get the daily, cleanings. You check in, you're there for a week, and then you check out, and then they clean. So when it's a regular hotel room, that's a problem real fast. And I'm not the only one who thought that. My family thought that as well. So yeah, and I don't know if I'd ever want to go back to Hawaii. It was not what I expected it to be. I went to Honolulu, and boy, I was expecting a lot more wildlife. And on the other side of the island, there's tons. The other side of the island where nobody lives, beautiful, beautiful. The Honolulu where people do live, not so great. Not so great at all. And the people were rude to outsiders. And it's like, your whole state is based on tourism. Why are you treating me like that? So, yeah, very interesting. But yeah, I'll be going to Vegas, and last time I was there, I did the high roller. That was, I thought that was good. I actually liked the views you could get from it, It's not for everybody. It's because it moves so slow. You can get bored real fast in there. I wish that I'd waited to board a little bit because barely anyone was getting on, and the pod that I got into only had like 5, 6 people in it total, including myself and the kid. But if we just waited a little bit, we could have had the next pod all to ourselves. That would have been cool. That would have been actually very cool. And we did the Wynn buffet. That was good. And Fremont Street during the day is a waste of time. Oh, that's unfortunate. And damn, that's really unfortunate. Oh man. And what else did we do? I don't know what else we did. What else did we do? We didn't end up doing a whole lot, and I don't know why. And I think a lot of that is because we are located kind of far out, so I can't, you know. Oh, also, every road was under construction. That sucked. That sucked ass. It was so hard to find your way around because every place was under fucking construction. So when there's a detour on every road, I mean, my God, and you don't know your way around already, yeah, make it a little more confusing, why don't we? So that was frustrating. I did the volcano in front of the Mirage because I knew the Mirage was going to eventually go away, and I didn't know if I'd be able to see the thing again. It's still there. It's probably going to be there for another 5 years, probably. And even then, it's just going to get rebuilt someplace else. I understand that's the plan for right now. What else did I do? I didn't do a whole lot. I really didn't do a whole lot. I walked around the Link Promenade. That was interesting. That was okay even during the day. The places we went at night, it was just super duper loud, so it was really bothering the kid. She doesn't do good with loud sounds. And that's okay, you know, it's important to protect your hearing and stuff. Well, we weren't expecting that because we don't live there. We don't go there too often. Yeah. So we did that. And that was just whatever. But I didn't do a whole lot more than that. And I was there for like 5 days. We ended up going to this Samoan food place that was just like a hole in the wall several times. In this stupid pancake place in a strip mall that seems like it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I don't like doing that. Because I've been there before. And it wasn't great the first time. It certainly wasn't great the second time because it's so small inside. And when I end up going there, I always have this huge party. So we're all kind of like jammed up against each other. It makes it very uncomfortable to, you know, just sit down and enjoy your. The pancakes are good. The pancakes are not bad. I will say the pancakes are good, but it's just uncomfortable eating there. What else? Drove around to Vegas. That was nice. We did that at night. The lights are great. Boy, they light up some parts at night like it's still daytime. It's crazy. Nope, that's not how you spell that. And yeah, and then in Anaheim we just hang out. I like going to Martha's on the beach. And Manhattan Beach is nice, and Redondo Beach is nice. All the beaches are nice. So much nicer than the ones we've got up here. No offense, Oregon, but you can't use your own damn beaches. But again, I don't get down there nearly as much as I want to either. I really don't. I wish I did. I like to live down there. But when you're up in Oregon and they don't pay nearly as much as they do down there for the same jobs, it seems unattainable. It really does. It seems impossible to ever be able to get out of this damn place. I'd like to get out of this damn place. I really would. Man, oh man. It would be great to, I don't know, where would I want to go? I wouldn't mind going to Gettysburg. That would be interesting. I'd love to do more. One of the things I was wanting to do when I started the channel back up, besides just walking around, I would have loved to focus on some like ghost hunting or something. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Gettysburg would be a good place to start that. Yeah, it would be. That'd be nice. Yeah. That would be cool. Just need someone to agree to actually go there, or else it'd just be me. I wouldn't mind that. I could take some solo trips, sure. I'd be feeling really bad about not being here for the people here. Because I do. You know? People depend on me. I need to be here. And it isn't just the people. I got 6 cats. Including the one outside. And they all depend on Adam. And I love being there for them. They are great. And, yeah. They're great. Wonderful, wonderful things. Love them, love them. And my parents, man. I can't be gone too long. And my parents, it's not like my parents really ask me for much of anything. But that is coming. That is going to come eventually, where I'm going to need to be there for them a lot more than I am now. That's fine. Kick me out. I don't care. Jeez. Really, is there not a way to see it? Welcome to the chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Oh, okay. There's a chat there. Okay, just nobody said anything yet. That's perfectly okay. That's perfectly okay. This is my first episode. Don't expect anyone to be here at all. I have. Boy, does it feel nice having as many subscribers as I do. However, when I do check the statistics, my analytics, I have all these, but it doesn't look like many of them return. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind playing to people who aren't subscribed. It'd be great to have more subscribers. It'd be great to do something like this for a living. I have mad respect for the people who are able to put together and keep all these subscribers interested. And me as a moderator. Hello, the tech guy. Hey, all right. All right. It would be great. It'd be cool to do that. I got a lot of things to say. I would love to be able to go out and just share the world with people. Unfortunately, all those people live in the world too, and there's just not a whole lot to do in the Pacific Northwest. And let me specify that. The area that I live in, wonderful green area, wonderful trails, except, and that's one of the things, when I first started this channel back up, the trails is what I was actually going to record, me walking the trails, and I did. But unless you know those trails, if you're just a random viewer, every one of those trails is going to look like the same damn thing real fast. Not a good way to capture an audience, honestly. So, had to pivot away from those to something more different, differentiate things. So I was doing dead malls. Dead malls are great, except for mall management in this area really seems to take great offense to people recording in their malls most of the time. So you get stopped a lot. What are you doing? Stop it. This is what? Don't record that. Those sale prices will never be known. I don't know. But so the malls were good, but I did most of them in the area. There's a few still. There's a lot of outdoor malls here now that Oh, they don't have the same feel as an indoor dead mall. They really don't. Some of them are dead. That doesn't mean the parking lots are empty. There's a lot of malls that are absolutely, absolutely dead in the area, but their parking lots are full all the time. I don't know if they're being used for park and rides for the bus system because we got a lot of buses around here or what, but it's the strangest freaking thing. Strangest thing. And yeah, just trying to find something that the people wouldn't mind seeing. Now, definitely my more popular videos are vacation videos. And that's great. That's great. One of them was just driving around Newport, Oregon, and it's the most boring fucking video. It's like, why is this getting so many views? And my wife was like, it's my wonderful driving. It's like, no, I don't know. I think it's just Newport's kind of a small town, and the people in Newport looked up Newport and they were so excited to see their name on a video that they just watched it. I don't know. But it's okay. That counts as a vacation spot too, I guess. The the aquarium down there is actually very cool. Um, Not all of it's cool, but the undersea tunnels, really wonderful, wonderful thing. Uh, yeah, but otherwise, my more popular videos are vacation videos from anything recent, and I'd love to be able to make more of them. I have a lot of nice tools for making some good films. I need to upgrade my computer because I've been using the same one for like 5 years, and it isn't as fast as it ever should have been. Um, but other than that, I got some good cameras. I got some great cameras for putting some good stuff together. I just need to, do it. uh, yeah, but like I said, there's not a whole lot to do in this area unless you really like hiking, which I do. But all the paths start looking the same. Unless you really like fishing, which I don't like fishing too much, and I don't know how good a show that makes. I'm just waiting for a fish to catch. Um, Hunting, I don't hunt. What's the point? Everything can be bought at the grocery store. Um, or if you really like beers and wines and marijuana and drugs, I don't do any of those things. I don't know. Those all seem to be big things in the Pacific Northwest. Um, yeah, and bars. I don't go to the bars. I don't go to the bars. We have a lot of McMinimums around here. And the funny thing is about the McMinimums is they'll buy a nice property, they'll fix it all up, they'll open it up for business, and suddenly it's a haunted place. Every McMinimums around here is haunted. I know you sell spirits. I don't think the spirits are selling you. But yeah, it's just there's a whole lot of things to do, but not a whole lot of things to do. We do have some theme parks. Um, Oaks Park should be opening up again this month. Actually, it probably already is open. Yeah, it probably would have opened for spring break. Actually, so there's that, and there's some water parks. Mm, I am cautious about filming in a water park just because there's a whole lot of people there in bikinis, and I don't want to be called a perv. Does that make sense? So, yeah, not sure about that. And I don't have a whole lot of friends who want to go to me with these things to actually, like share some of these awesome water slides. Great Wolf Lodge is not too far from here. The one in Beaverton, I mean, not Beaverton, the one in Washington. And they had some amazing slides. Wow. But, if I'm going to film those things, I'd want people that I know to be on the rafts with me rather than just random people, because random people, they have questions. Why are you recording me? I'm not recording you. I'm recording what's going on. No, you're recording me. It's like no one is tuning into this channel to find some random person to look at. They're tuning in for the attraction. They're not tuning in for you. They're tuning in for the attraction. That's just people get weird around a camera. They do. They do the same thing at any theme park. They're like, "You're recording me." No, I'm really not. I'm recording the area we are in. That is why people are tuning in. They're not tuning in for you. They don't know who the hell you are. you know, calm down your ego a little bit. You're not as great as you think you are. But everybody's great. But I mean, you're not all that. Probably. If you are all that, I'll promise I'll turn it off and I'll go record the thing again without you there. Yeah. No, some people just get so pissed when they see a camera. It's just the funniest thing. It's all about them. It's all about them. Like your boss is gonna tune in like, well, Mrs. Johnson, you were supposed to be at work today and you said you were sick, but I see you here. No, that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I don't have enough viewers. I don't have enough attention for any of that. And I never will. It doesn't matter how big I become. If I become big, I'd love to become big. I'd love to become bigger. But yeah. Hey, there's an upvote. That's great. That's got to be from the tech guy. Hello, tech guy. Yeah. Cool. I don't know who you are, but that's nice to see somebody there. This is that's an interesting name that you didn't write. And that. No. That is just fine. That's but I do see that is different, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that after all. Yes. And that is the wrong date. Okay, well, it's been a half hour. I'm gonna shut this down now. I've just been kind of talking to myself, like. But as a voice actor, you want to get good at that. Well, you just want to get comfortable talking. You just got to talk. You just got to talk. And talking to yourself is a great thing. Number one, because you'll win all the arguments you have, no matter what side you're on. Number two, it just gets you more comfortable talking. It really does. It really gets you more comfortable talking. And if you talk around a microphone, the cool thing about talking around a microphone is it gets you comfortable with a microphone. But if you're still nervous, turn the microphone off, but still have it there so you just get comfortable talking around a microphone. I'm doing this. This is very suggestive. Talk around the microphone. No, don't do that. No, this is bad. Okay. Yeah, but it's just comfort. People aren't comfortable. And the people who are comfortable, I don't know. People aren't comfortable around them. He's too comfortable. What's wrong with that guy? Why is he so comfortable? You've done this before. Okay, but I'm done. Thank you for whoever the hell tuned into this. That was nice. But yeah, otherwise, if anyone watches this afterwards and gets to the end, doesn't seem likely. But thanks for sticking around. And goodbye. How do I turn this off? Nope. I don't know how to turn this off. Is that? Yeah, there we go. Okay.